Hey everybody, what's up? Welcome along. It's episode number 7 of my Football Manager 2020 YouTube video game series. It's the Return of Kaiserslautern. I'm Tony. I hope you've been enjoying the videos so far. Thank you so much if you've been watching them. Thank you obviously for subscribing. I really appreciate that. And people have been leaving some lovely comments as well, which is always really nice to see. So thank you very much for those. Also, we are at the business end of the season. We have 7 games to go, and quite frankly, it's not a matter of if we get promoted, it's a matter of when we get promoted, because if you've not seen the first 6 episodes, spoiler alert, we have walked Bundesliga 3. This has been an absolute breeze. We've had a cracking save, so if you've not seen the videos, go back and watch them. I'm hopeful that we're going to not only get promoted in this video, we may even, fingers crossed, clinch the title, and what a way that would be to round off a wonderful season. As I say, if you've been watching the videos, thank you so much. If you enjoy them, do hit that like button down below, and obviously subscribe to the channel as well. I really appreciate people doing that, and if you've got any comments at all, please just type them away below and I'll get back to you. So nothing more for me to say on this apart from let's sit back, enjoy the video, and hopefully, fingers crossed, we might be cracking open a lovely bottle of German wine at the end of this. So enjoy the video. And here we are, folks. This is it, episode 7. Look at that. We are 16 points clear of Würzburg. We have Magdeburg. We travel to Magdeburg today. They are currently sat in 4th. I mean, this has been just an absolute walk in the park, as I said at the intro. 16 points clear. We were expected to just challenge for the playoffs, and here we are, literally teetering on the precipice of possibly winning the Bundesliga 3 title, and quite frankly, I think it's been well deserved. Really, we have been wonderful. We've played some cracking football. It's been great to watch. We've had some wonderful results. We've not really had too many bad results. A couple of 0-0 draws, which we didn't bother showing you because it wouldn't have really made great YouTube. We've obviously lost a couple of games, unfortunately to Rostock. But ultimately, I mean, I've been really happy. The guys are playing really well. Obviously, we've got our, if you've not been keeping up with the videos so far, we've got our 3 musketeers in the middle, Bachmann, Bergman and Chifchi. They have pretty much ran the entire season for us, and they are, as I referred to them in the last episode, the Kaiserslautern equivalent of Xavi, Iniesta and Busquets. We've got the Iceman Bjarnason up front, who's been knocking goals in left, right and centre. We've got a Lithuanian player who's just constantly getting injured, so he's nowhere near fitness, obviously, because he hasn't been at all this season. Kraus has been our centre half, our captain. He's been playing there along with Ambrosius, who's been on loan, who's been an absolute rock, to be honest. So all in all, realistically, everyone's been playing pretty well. And I suppose if you get to the point when you're 16 points clear, everybody kind of has to play well. It's you can't sort of fluke that, really. So here we are then. We are literally 7 games until the end of the season. I mean, take your pick for when we're going to get promoted, really. We've got the party bus is in full swing. We probably will get the playoffs, I'd imagine. I think that's safe to say. I'm not much of a betting man, but I will say that we are probably likely to make the playoffs. Unless, of course, there is some catastrophic drop in form and all of a sudden our players forget how to play football. But, I mean, that would be a wonderful video, to be honest, if all of a sudden we forgot what we were doing, lost all 7 games, and I'm sat in the last video going, I can't believe it all went wrong. I can't believe it all went wrong. But fingers crossed it won't. It should just be a matter of just seeing this out, to be honest. If I'm going to make a sort of prediction in this match, I would say maybe a 1-0 win. We'll take that against a team who's challenging in 4th so far. They're obviously hoping to get into the playoffs. And that's there's the Iceman. The Iceman tucks it away for his 15th goal of the season. Calm as you like as well. That's a lovely finish. We've not really been great at set plays, but Kraus, look at that. A lovely little touch from Kevin Kraus in the area. A centre-half as well, man. Just cushions that into the path of Bjarnason, and he slides it under the goalkeeper. 1-0, 18 minutes gone, and yeah, I mean that's pretty much just settled any nerves that may or may not have been. No, we've now got the nerves back. That's not ideal at all, is it really? there's me getting a little bit above myself there. Patrick Moschil with the goal there. No one's really tracking that winger there. He's got a load of space, and unfortunately, Moschil's just been able to sort of cut in at the back post again, completely unmarked. Bit poor really from Hershey. I would expect a little bit better from him, but it's one of those. Unfortunately, we've conceded now. Obviously, the pressure's back on to sort of push on and hopefully get a result now, because we don't want any more mistakes. We don't want to have to take that German wine out of the cooler anytime soon. So that's a great ball. Oh, it's hit the bar. Oh, that was nearly an absolute wonder strike from I presume Hemline, who tends to just sort of float in at those at the back post there where he cuts inside from the wing. But that would have been an unbelievable goal. But sadly, it's not to be. So there we are. We're half an hour in, and again, like most games, really dominating. 5 shots, only 1 on target, which is a bit of a shame, to be honest. We need to start sort of making their goalkeeper work a bit more. But it's one of those things. We're just slowly sort of grinding teams down, I think has been our sort of sign this season. I'll be interested to see what we do next year, though, because I know we're talking about Bundesliga 3 and we've just sort of cantered really. But Bundesliga 2 is definitely going to be a step up, and I mean, I wouldn't be lying if I'd said the last few games I've been sort of looking at players and thinking, well, who's going to make the cut? Who's going to come up into Bundesliga 2, and who's going to stay with the team, and who's maybe going to not quite make the grade. So a lot of the players really are sort of playing for that for next year now, which I guess is sort of adds a little bit of pressure to some of the boys, but if they're not, if they're not sort of aware of that, then that's cool. But ultimately, that's where I'm at. I think I'm sort of using these last few games now to work out, right, who do I think is going to be good enough to make the grade up in Bundesliga 2, and who probably needs replacing. So I've got a little bit of an idea in my head. Maybe we'll sort of chat about that at the end of the season. We'll do a bit of an end of season breakdown, but ultimately this year, I mean, I can't really complain, to be honest. Everyone's played out of their skin, and again we've played some absolutely cracking football. Here's Chifchi now, and here's Bachmann and Bergman have just been outstanding, haven't they? And here's Shad. He's going to pull it back. Bachmann, Chifchi. We're almost like when a lion like sort of toys with a gazelle. That's what this looks like now. This lovely just hold the ball, just let Magdeburg come to us and then hit them over the top there. And there's Shad, and that would have been a lovely goal. That's one of those sort of that's Kaiserslautern's total football is what's happening there. Good header, but unfortunately straight at the goalkeeper. That's fine. We'll take that again. It's another sort of positive sign, really. Not a great deal happening now, to be honest. Maybe make a bit of a change. I think we just maybe need to maybe get some fresh legs on. I think just there's no sort of danger really with the result. I can't see, even if it slips away, which I know sounds quite arrogant. Even if the result slips away, it's not going to be the worst result in the world for us. So I can kind of bring players on maybe and just sort of try out some new things. So perhaps we'll do that. Apologies, by the way, as well for having a slight itchy nose there. The pollen count is quite high at the minute. That's a great strike from Pick, but unfortunately a lovely save from the goalkeeper there. That would have been a great goal, but sadly not to be. Here's Chifchi now. Chifchi out to Bachmann, and he's been tackled. Unfortunately, Magdeburg are going to clear their lines. So maybe I will make a little bit of a change now. Who we're going to think to maybe have a bit of a rest. Might bring this Dylan Quater on, the young lad who may or may not be part of the squad for next season. It's obviously nice to have a little look at him. Here's Spalvis as well. Now, I know he's had his injury problems, and hopefully he can get some minutes under the bench, because I'm sure there's a player in there. But we just need to wait and see, don't we? So he needs to stay fit. That's the thing. He needs to stay fit, so he needs games, and hopefully we can take a little bit of a look at him. And yeah, he's already injured. He's already managed to get himself injured. He's been on the pitch about 10 minutes. God's sake. Oh man, that sums his career up, I think, to be honest. Awful. Oh. Just awful. Bless him. I shouldn't really laugh, to be honest, but it's just one of those things where you sort of go, oh God, he's been out injured most of the season. He comes on, you go on mate, have a little go, and then 10 minutes and he's stretching straight off. Never mind. I think that probably, when we were saying before about players who may or may not make the grade next season, pretty convinced that's him decided that he's probably not going to play for me next year. So it's a bit of a shame to break the news to him, to be honest, when he's going off injured, but never mind. I guess it's probably not going to come as too much of a surprise to him. Shad with a lovely ball in, that's headed away, and final whistle's gone, unfortunately. 1-1, we'll take that. It's not the worst result in the world, really, is it? It's 1-1 against a team who's fourth. That still leaves us, 17 points clear. We're pretty much up, aren't we? And we play Meppen next, who are second bottom. And they are 6 points away from safety as well. So I'm relatively confident that we're going to go through. Sadly, Magdeburg's hopes of going up are over. We have secured a playoff spot. There you go. We did say that was a possibility at the start of the game. We are officially in the playoffs. Lucas Splavis is out for another 8 days, but quite frankly, if he was a horse, he'd have been put down a long time ago. And I'm joking on that he's the Lithuanian Andy Carroll, but look at this guy. Since 2014, he's just knee injury, all long term, and now he's got a pulled thigh, and it's just, I feel for the lad, because as I say, there might be a player in there, but it's not going to be a player at Kaiserslautern next season. Sorry, mate, it's not going to happen. 25 years old, you probably need to go and find some football somewhere else, I think. So that's where I think he's going to be. I think he's going to go. But one of those things. A little bit of a team meeting as we go into what could be the match that decides the Bundesliga 3 title. And there we go. Everyone's on board with this. This is what we like. Come on, we're at home. We've got Meppen coming to our place. Meppen have had what the form guide has described as inconsistent form. They're currently 19th. We are top with a strong, unbeaten last 5 games. All wins as well, bar that victory there. The draw there that you've just seen, sorry. That's me just lying, in fact, there. So all 5 wins on the row, apart from the draw that you've just seen. So there you go. That sort of explains where we're at. With football. So Splavis is clearly not going to play any further part this season. We're going to get Hercher's going to be replaced by Nanzik, who has been on loan. I know I can't really see us being able to turn his loan permanent next season, so we'll obviously get the best out of him and the most out of him as we can between now and the end of the season. But this is the game which hopefully, fingers crossed, will see us get over the line and declared the champions. And quite frankly, fully deserved champions. I think we've been wonderful, shown some great performances, some lovely football, and quite frankly, I think I think we deserve it. I know the prediction at the start of the season was to make the playoffs, but I've surprised myself. I don't know if it's surprised you guys watching this that we have cantered as we've done. But I think we've done all right here. So let's just see. Hopefully, as I say, fingers crossed, we can get the result here. Here's Shad. Chifchi has played it out to Hemline, who's already won a free kick. 17 seconds. There's the nerves of Meppen. They're fighting for their lives at the bottom. For us, we should be fairly relaxed. Great ball in, headed away, and cleared out as far as you could possibly clear that from a centre half. That's old-fashioned defending. Just get your foot through it and get it out of danger. No need to worry about that sort of thing. Ambrosius seems to be carrying a bit of a knock, which is obviously a shame. I'm surprised I've played him, but never mind. Great ball out there to Hemline, who's going to go at the byline. He's going to cut it back, and Bjarnason, the Iceman, has scored again. It's 16 goals for the season now for Andre Rune Bjarnason, and he has been in scintillating form all season. Hemline gets to the byline, just teasing the defender there, and then just a little ding up, and Bjarnason in there with a header. Goalkeeper's just got no chance. Defenders are looking round, trying to work out, where's he come from, but he's got good movement in the box, I think, Bjarnason. So I would like to see him play next season. I'm not 100%. Here's Nanzik at the back post, up to Hemline. There's 2-0. Again, classic Hemline goal. He scores those for fun, to be honest. He's got 11 goals from the wing. Most of them like that, to be honest, where the ball goes out to the wing. There's a wing back running on. Nanzik is usually the man who's powering up the left, pops it up to the back post, and Hemline just he gets up and just gets on the back of the full-backs and always seems to win the header, which is just fantastic. As I say, 11 goals from right wing. Here's Hemline again at the full, and he's gone back, and that's a great save. Straight at the goalkeeper. I think it might have been Pick there actually who got that volley in. But yeah, I think returns wise for players like Hemline, who I think at the start of the season I probably wasn't expecting a great deal from, to be honest, but he's definitely put in some brilliant performances, and that's a lovely ball in. That's Bjarnason again. 17 now for the season. 3-0. Meppen, unfortunately, are just sinking without a trace. 20 minutes gone. He's got 3 defenders around him, Bjarnason. He still gets up, heads it in, without even a single challenge. And I'm starting to feel for Meppen now. They're just being torn apart, absolutely dominated by the champions-elect. But, that's great. That's what you want from a team where there isn't really pressure to get the result. We need to just get the result somehow. And there's Hemline again, and that's a great save from the goalkeeper there. Hemline on the volley, could have made it 4 after only half an hour. But here's Ambrosius with the corner, picks it up, and we are going to just keep possession, I think. As I say, Meppen, they're the ones fighting for their lives. We don't have any pressure on us, but we've still gone about our business in a professional manner, turned up, hit them early, make sure that we get what we need to get out of this game. And that pleases me a lot. And we nearly got another one, Hemline again, but he's just offside and just straight at the goalkeeper, which, is fine. It's not a problem. Here's Hemline now, and Shad is on the overlap. Shad is going to whip a cross in, and it's just past Bjarnason, but we've managed to pick it up. Here's Chifchi, here's Bergman. Chifchi now to Bergman, back out to Shad, and we're pulling all the defenders all over the place, and Bergman again with a header straight at the goalkeeper this time. 9 attempts we've had so far in this first half. Not a single shot from Meppen. I don't even think they've been out of their own half, to be honest. 32% possession would suggest they've not really had a lot other than kickoffs, to be honest. So obviously picked up on the fact that Ambrosius has taken a knock. So Hockradner will come on, one of our young defenders who I quite like the look of, to be honest. So we may see a little bit of him next year, or maybe he might have to go out on loan to get a bit of experience. But I do quite like the look of him too. I think him and that Kuwaiti guy that we brought on last week, they may have something. So we will have to have a look at the youth setup at some point before the end of the season and evaluate that. See sort of what's coming through. See whether the class of 2020 is a good crop. I'm hoping it is, because it would be nice to bring some more players in, because frankly money isn't really flowing at Kaiserslautern. And I also quite like the idea of bringing our own players through and developing players. So that's what I'd like. I'd like to be in that position where we can bring a couple of the youngsters in. And as I say, these guys, Quater and Hochradner, give them a bit of chance, see what they can do. And if they take their opportunity, then fantastic. That's what it's there for. Only they can decide how, whether or not they're going to take the opportunity. But I can give it to them, and that's for them. So hopefully is where we're at. It would be nice to sort of build a team of local talent. Because I think, looking back at some of the players that Kaiserslautern have had, they've had some absolute legends. So it would be great to sort of be able to build that going forward. So just a bit of pressure now, hopefully, on the defence, and just forcing them into mistakes. Shad picks up the loose ball. Hochradner, he's played a weird pass, and that's... Oh, look at that. What a tackle there by Grill. Didn't quite expect the sliding challenge from the goalkeeper, but, that's why you incorporate the sweeper keeper role rather than just standard goalkeeper, because that's a lovely tackle. Bergman there whips the corner in, and it's headed out, because that's pretty much been the sign of the season, really, hasn't it? So it would be surprising to... straight at the goalkeeper. I sort of feel a bit bad for Meppen now. I think they've really just got a tiny bit of opportunity, but it's too little too late, isn't it, really, for them? Here's Shad and Hemline back to Shad. Shad cuts past the defender. That's 4, is it? No, it's not. Sorry, no, my mistake. I've done that thing where the fans at the other end see the goal, they go, hey, and it's nowhere near. Still 3-0. I was taken a little bit by surprise there. I thought the net had bulged, but it hadn't. And we have Vorschager. I like the look of Vorschager. I think he's done all right this season as well, on loan. And that's it all over. The points belong to Kaiserslautern. And look at that. There we are. We are champions of Bundesliga 3. We are on a lovely plinth there. We've got the ticker tape has been sort of strewn around the stadium. We have a lap of honour, and well-deserved lap of honour as well, I think, to be honest. The players have played out of their skin all season. It's been fantastic, really. And I know it's not been something that I expected at the start of the save. I wasn't really expected to walk the first season. I was maybe thinking we could get to the playoffs and challenge, but this has been remarkable. I'm really, really happy about that. So I think the players deserve a lot of credit for this, not just this promotion, but for the title as well. We'll get a little glass of red wine out to celebrate, I think. And there's nothing really we can say more with the players apart from that. Very pleased with that. Wonderful result. There you go. 79 points to 6, with 19 points clear of Würzburg, with again only a couple of games to go. What would that be? So 5 games to go, and it's been a wonderful season. I can't really say anything more than that, to be honest. I'm a little bit surprised. 24 wins so far, 7 draws, 2 defeats. There it is, official in black and white. We will look back on some very impressive results. The title is ours. We are going to get a transfer budget next season. £1 million. Ho! What will we spend £1 million on? I mean, whatever. It's probably going to pay for Lucas Spavas's healthcare. To be honest, we're going to stick him into the local booper in Kaiserslautern, and 1.4 million should probably just about see him off for that. So the press are obviously wanting to have a bit of a chat because we've got a trophy this time. So they're going to have a bit of a conversation with us. We'll just let that tick on in the background. As I say, we're now at the point where we've got about 5 games to go. So I don't really know what the next step can be, to be honest. It seems a bit strange to play matches that mean nothing. So I don't know whether to run out some youngsters or not, or whether to probably just slip. I think what I'll probably do is I'll skip to the final game of the season. We'll do a little bit of a sort of roundup of what we've done. I will try and blood some of the youngsters and play them and sort of let you know how they get on. We'll do a little bit of a look as well at what we've got in the youth setup, because there might be some guys that we look at for next season who could be sort of quite important to us in the future. So we'll do that. We'll also have a bit of an end of season roundup where we'll do sort of goal of the season, we'll do player of the season, young player of the season, signing of the season. We'll look back at some of the goals well over the season, and obviously look forward for next year. I think really that's sort of where we're at now. As I say, I'm delighted that we've won the league. We obviously now have to have a lot of building and work over the summer to build for Bundesliga 2. I hope you've been enjoying the videos. I'm still enjoying making them. If you have enjoyed it, please hit the like button and do subscribe to the channel if you haven't done that already. As I say, leave comments down below, things you like, things you don't like. We'll try and improve it as we go. We'll do this together as a team. But as I say, ultimately what we need to do is we will enjoy our success. We'll be back with some more videos. I'm going to try and get them. I'm going to make the promise now. I'm going to try and get them every maybe 2 a week to build a bit more momentum on this. So hopefully that's what we'll do. But as I say, if you've enjoyed everything, please do subscribe to the channel and enjoy the rest of your week. And we'll see you very soon with another video.